What's good? It's Daddy. I'm back. It's about what time? It's story time. Yes, that's what time it is, and you know where we at with it. We back at it again with the Bow Children of Color Storybook Bible. Woo, boy, this is our book right here. That book right here, that book right here. Let's get to it. All right. So, we just left off on Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So now, the next story that we get to is, let's see. We're going to go to the what? Remember, I know it's been a minute, so we're going to go to the table of contents. So, the contents page, okay? So, when we get to the contents page, we're going to go ahead and go down, and we were all the way at Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, right? So, next is Daniel and the lion's den. What? Daniel and the lion's den? They must be talking about you. My name Daddy, so I don't know who they talking about, but we about to find out. Alright. So, page 110. So, you're going to look at the bottom, remember? And find page 110. Alright, y'all ready? 1, 2, ready. Let's go. Alright. 110, 110, 110, 110, 110, 110. Y'all gonna beat me there? I'm gonna get that first. Oh, I passed it. 109. 110. Bow. Daniel and the lion's den. Ooh, you see, I think that might be Daniel. And you see those? Those are lions. What sound did the lion make? Roar! Roar! Let me hear y'all say it. Roar! Roar! Alright, I guess I'm close. Whatever. Alright. So, Darius the Mede took over the kingdom of Babylon after King Belshazzar had been killed. Darius let Daniel govern the whole kingdom, of course. This did not go over well with the other officials. So the other supervisors and the governors tried to find reason to accuse Daniel. But he went on doing the business of the government, and they could not find anything wrong with him. So they could not accuse him of doing anything wrong. Daniel was trustworthy. He was not lazy and did not cheat the king. Finally, these men said, "We will never find any reason to accuse Daniel, but we must find something to complain about. It will have to be about the law of his God." So the supervisors and the governors went as a group to the king. They said, "We think the king should make this law that everyone would have to obey. No one should pray to any god or man except to you, our king. This should be done for the next 30 days. Anyone who does not obey will be thrown into the lion's den. Now, our king make the law. Write it down so it cannot be changed." So King Darius made the law and had it written. When Daniel heard that the new law had been written, he went to his house. He went to his room upstairs. The windows of that room opened towards Jerusalem. 3 times each day, Daniel got down on his knees and he prayed. He prayed and thanked God just as he always had done. Then those men went as a group and found Daniel. They saw him praying and asking God for help. So they went to the king. They talked to him about the law he had made. They said, "Didn't you write a law that says no one may pray to any god or man except you, our king? Doesn't it say that anyone who disobeys during the next 30 days will be thrown into the lion's den?" The king answered, "Yes, I wrote that law." The men told the king that Daniel refused to obey this law. Darius had no choice but to order Daniel to be thrown into the pit of the lions. The king said to Daniel, "May the God you serve all the time save you." A big stone was brought. It was put over the opening of the lion's den. Then the king used his signet ring to put a special seal on the rock. He used the rings of his royal officers to put their seals on the rock also. This showed that no one could move that rock and bring Daniel out. Then King Darius went back to his palace. He did not eat that night. He did not have entertainment brought to entertain him, and he could not sleep. The next morning, King Darius got up at dawn. He hurried to the lion's den. As he came to the den, he was worried. He called out to Daniel. He said, "Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God that you always worship been able to save you from the lions?" Daniel answered, "My king, live forever. My God sent his angel to close the lions' mouths. They have not hurt me because my God knows I am innocent. I never did anything wrong to you, my king." King Darius was very happy. He told his servants to lift Daniel out of the lion's den. So they lifted him out and did not find any injury on him. This was because Daniel had trusted in his God. Then the king gave a command. The men who had accused Daniel were brought to the lion's den and thrown in it. The king Darius wrote a letter. It was to all people and all nations, to those who spoke every language in the world. I am making a new law. This law is for the people in every part of my kingdom. All of you must fear and respect the God of Daniel. Daniel's God is the living God. He lives forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed. His rule will never end. The end. Hey, I don't know about y'all, but that's lit. I like that. And what I like about it is that, what I feel like is very important to hear is you got to worship God. You got to worship God even in the face of the enemy. Because the enemy, they don't want you to worship God. But what you got to do anyways, you got to worship him. Period. That's it. And you got to praise God and you got to fear and respect God. That's it. Always. No matter what. That's your first priority in life. God first, always. Every time, every single day, every single second. No matter what. But hey, I'm going to wrap it up, man. That was story time. Daniel in the Lion's Den. That's actually one of my favorite stories in the book. You know. But I'm going to holler at y'all, man. I love y'all. And God bless y'all. Night. Mwah.